Coco Pommel, Applejack, True Love by Swedish Down. One day, Coco Pommel was in Ponyville for a visit to Rarity's boutique. When she arrived to the boutique, she heard that Rarity was talking to some pony. She opened the door and she saw that she was talking to her friend Applejack, who was there for trying a dress in for the Grand Galloping Gala, was going to be within next week. Of course, Applejack doesn't like to wear dresses usually, but since Rarity offered her help to make a new dress for the gala, which Applejack couldn't refuse, so she let her to do it. But then, when Coco saw Applejack in this dress, she could never believe that Applejack... She knows that Applejack is a farm pony that doesn't mind to be dirty when all of her works. But see her in a dress, she thought, wow, she is adorable in a dress. And both Applejack and Rarity didn't notice that Coco was in the boutique. Just stood there and quiet, waiting for Rarity to notice her. But after they were finished with the dress, Rarity just turned around and then, by surprise, sees Coco Pommel standing there quietly. "Coco, when did you ride?" asked Rarity. "Like 20 minutes ago. And how long have you been standing here?" "A moment." "And you didn't say anything?" "I didn't want to interrupt," said Coco. "No, you would never interrupt me," said Rarity. Come in. So, what brings you here from Canterlot?" Coco was actually working in Canterlot just for a while, since Cecil asked her help for some new dresses, and since Coco was an excellent work with new fabric, so she wanted to have her help with some new fabric which they can use for clothes in Canterlot and Mayhem. "Well, I'm actually just here for a visit, but then I saw you were trying this dress for Applejack, and I heard you were talking about this gala. Are you going?" "Yeah, we all are going. Are you?" "No." "Why?" asked Rarity. "I didn't get any ticket." Rarity was stunned. Most other celebrity ponies are also always getting a ticket, but that Coco didn't receive a ticket? She was really, really stunned and surprised to hear that. "Really? No ticket?" "No," said Coco and shook her head. "Well, that hasn't been right. I can ask Twilight if she can ask Celestia if she can invite you as well." Would you do that for me?" said Coco. "Of course. What's a friends for? And since you're helping my boutique in Mayhem, that is at least all I can do for you." Coco was really stunned and even started to smile. "Thanks, Rarity. I really appreciate it," said Coco. "Well, you can wait here. I will go to Twilight right now and ask her if she can ask Celestia about it. Do you mind if you wait here for a moment?" "Of course not," said Coco. So Rarity left the boutique to went to Twilight's castle to ask her about if she could have another ticket to Coco. So while Coco was in the boutique, she was looking at Applejack, who was wearing her dress, but She asked her if she liked the dress, and Applejack admitted to her honestly that she didn't like the dress, but she didn't want to make Rarity unhappy. So she decided to wear the dress, even she had told her that she doesn't like it. But she doesn't want to hurt Rarity's feelings. And Coco did actually felt that she was really honest. But then, if you want, I might maybe change some different changes on the dress if you want. Really? For me? Of course, but if you're my friend, said Coco. I can do this after your science and wishes. I hope that Rarity takes this as an offensive, since I changed her dress. Well, if I tell her honestly how I felt for this dress and that you want to help me, then I don't think she don't mind that if you help me, said Applejack. Okay, well, let's start then, said Coco. And while they were working, Applejack was looking at Coco, who was working and working all along with this new dress, removing some fabric and some place with new one, with new colors, new strain, new threads in it, and new colors, strains, designs of patterns on the dress. She was actually quite impressed to see a Coco she is an earth pony, but she was really great with this design of her new work. And after she was done, Applejack looked in her dress at the mirror, and when she saw the dress that it was even it was not what she had played or to see. She thought the dress was actually more impressive than it was before. And just at the moment, Rarity returned with a ticket. But when she saw the dress, Applejack, your dress! What happened? Coco then looked at Rarity and felt guilty. But before she even could say something, Applejack then explained everything to Rarity. And Coco was prepared for being yelled at by Rarity. But instead, Rarity didn't yell at Coco. Instead, she actually congratulated that Coco made a beautiful dress, even more than even she could make. And she made even a compliment that her dress was so excellent work. It was even better than her own. And Coco was then smiled and just said thanks for the compliment. And now Applejack was ready for the gala. But then Coco realized she didn't have any dress for the gala. Is something wrong, Coco? Asked Rarity at the moment. Well, I would like to go to the gala, but I don't have any dress. Idea, said Rarity, and started to remove some dress from the background to put it on a figure, and then looked at Coco and at Applejack's dress to make something a different design, but something similar to Applejack's, but at the same time a different one. After at least 10 minutes, Rarity was finished with the dress, and Coco was really, really stunned by this new dress. It was like a wedding dress. Rarity, you made a stunning work. This is your best so far, said Coco. She was really surprised and even happy to have this new dress. Wow, I didn't know you would think that, said Rarity. But thank you, darling, said Rarity back. So for the next few days, Coco stayed at a local hotel, but she was actually more surprised that see Applejack often at the market. She even talked to her sometimes, but she was quite nervous about talking to her, and she didn't realize exactly why. So she wondered if there's something else happened. So she went to Rarity's boutique to ask her if she doesn't know why she feels so for Applejack. And when Rarity found out how Rarity Coco felt for Applejack, Rarity explained to Coco that why she felt so when she just looked at Applejack, even when she talked to her. Well, Coco, it seems that you have, well, how to say, fallen in love with Applejack. Coco was stunned. She didn't realize that she had fallen in love with her friend Applejack. And Coco was quiet and then asked, what should I do? Should I tell her or I don't know what to do? I never been in love with someone before, and I never told anyone how I feel with someone like that. Rarity was even stunned as well, since Coco said that she doesn't have that she hasn't been in love with some other pony before. Well, there are several ways to tell her. Either way that you could tell her by a letter, a note, or directly. Directly, said Coco and started to blush. I don't know if I could do that. Or there's another way you could ask a friend to at least talk to Applejack and explain how you feel for her. Well, that might work, or a letter, but I don't know. Should I even tell her? Said asked Coco. Darling, you should at least tell her how you feel for her. Even if she doesn't like me back in the same way. Rarity was quiet for a moment. She was thinking. Well, you should at least be honest, since Applejack really likes honest ponies, and not to tell her how you feel, that those feelings will be buried inside you, and if you found on someone other pony, it want to make you feel heartbroken and even despair or depressed for a long time. So you should at least find the courage to tell her, or at least someone could do it for you. Well, I'm hopefully to tell her someday or soon, said Coco. Coco then left the Rarities boutique and went back to the hotel. She was thinking about how she would tell or even how to do with her feelings for Apple. And now she has strong feelings. Later at the Grand Galloping Gala, Applejack was looking forward to see this gala with spending some more time with her friends there, dancing with some other maybe found some her special song pony, or just to have a great time with her friends. And even Coco had a really good time. A lot of stallions was talking to her, trying to at least maybe ask her out, but she often said no, that she had some other pony in her mind she really likes, but she doesn't want to tell exactly which pony she likes. But during the gala, Coco felt should he tell Applejack how she feels or not. That feeling went back and forward all night, all evening. But then, just several hours before the gala was going to be over, she walked up to Applejack and then told her directly. Applejack? Yes? Applejack was alone at the balcony outside. Who is it, Coco? Well, it is something I would like to tell you. Oh? Go ahead. You can tell me anything. Coco took a deep breath and then told her that she really loves her so much. And Applejack, she was really stunned. But Coco didn't stay there just before her to hear Applejack's answer. She actually left the gala much earlier. She took a carriage back to her hotel. And way back at the hotel, she couldn't stop crying. She was laying on her bed and crying. She thought that Applejack would say, I'm sorry, Coco, but I don't like it the same way. I like you as a friend, but nothing more. I just want to be your friend. Just to hear that in her own thoughts, thinking that that's exactly Applejack would say to her. It makes her heart broken, and even felt in her heart that she was really heartbroken. She couldn't even even believe that Applejack would even say such things to her. Even she told her how much she feels for Applejack. The next day, Coco went to the local train station to take a train back to Manhattan. But just before she stepped on the train, she heard somebody was yelling at her, after her. Coco, wait! She turned around, and she saw Applejack. She was actually now scared how Applejack would tell her. But then, she walked up to Coco, but didn't say anything at all. She just leaned over her and kissed her right there. And Coco was really stunned. Coco didn't know exactly what to say. Just she let Applejack to kiss her, and afterwards she left the gala before I even had to tell you something. What is it? Said Coco, a little bit scared. That I love you too. Really? Said Coco. She was still a bit scared, but stunned at the same time. Yes, I really love you. Even you told me how much you felt, and I'm hoping to see you soon. Me too, said Coco, and she went on the train back to Manhattan.